Hey, yo, these kids are bugging, man. Okay, so I logged into the game this morning, and check it out. So they've been doing these limited hero battles again, and so far none of these have been, like, anything of note, except this one over here, the one that we got today. So we're up against Lay Radar and Needhogger, a pretty memorable bound hero battle, because a lot of people struggled with this one when it came out. Most people were struggling when they were able to use any of the units in their barracks to do this. So you limit us to FE6, like one of the most subpar rosters in the game. And, yeah, is this the hardest limited hero battle of all time? It's definitely up there. There might have been another really tough one where you were only allowed to use Echo's characters, but I don't remember exactly which one that was. I do remember one with Echo's being really tough, but for sure this is definitely up there because I mean, these are two of the best units in the game, Needhogger and Lay Radar, and they're getting stats up the ass here from it being an abyssal map. So, yeah, what are you supposed to do here with your very poor Fire Emblem 6 roster? This is how I was able to do it, so I had to give Windsweep to my Lilina. Otherwise, there was no way for me to kill Needhogger all the way at the end. You just get countered by her, and Lilina unfortunately dies. So this is what I've got for her. This Catria. By the way, this is a very invested unit that I picked up from the Binding World with the free-to-play forma that they gave everybody. I was like, man, which one of these units can I actually pick up that's going to really hold it down for a long time? And I thought Catria was the best option. This is a pretty nice build on her. We got the Echo skill, we got Mastery and aerial maneuvers, Crux for some more support. Crux is actually really nice on her when you combine that with the Brave support. And then we have this Fa, who I picked up in Hall of Forms. So, dude, I'm using units that I literally got from events that you have to pay for. Even though I personally didn't pay for them. Like, I had a free-to-play forma there for her and the free-to-play one for her. But normally you'd have to pay money for stuff like that. And then we have Halloween Nagi here. I don't really know how helpful she actually is in the grand scheme of things. You could probably run a couple of other units, like Igreen is a good one, for example. Her giving the Treachery duo button to Lilina would be pretty big, and probably a good enough way for us to get rid of Needhogger at the end. Or you could probably go for Groom Roy. I think he's also an option, because he also has a Treachery duo button. So why don't we go ahead and play this, and we'll see if we can recreate the magic that I was somehow able to do in my first run here. Normally, I don't really do content on maps like this, but I mean, I'll make an exception for this one. All right, we'll turn the animations off, but we will turn them on again for, like, the big two when we take out them. Okay, so baiting is a bad idea, of course, because this guy does all of his shenanigans when you're trying to bait. So what I think we're going to do first is just, like, play it cool. We'll let them come to us, and we'll try to hit and run as best as we can here. Okay, so we got some spawns coming in. They're going to keep coming in hot. And this guy over here, he's got Kanto control, which can mess with your Lilina if you've given her Sigurd Ring like I have. So I do remember that being kind of an annoyance here. All right, we'll go ahead and attack over there, and we can get the KO on the sword guy. All right, Fa, of course, with her Refine and Remix looking very good. Okay, we can go ahead and drop Nagi over there. We'll go ahead and get rid of this green Manakete here. It's unfortunate that we have to take a lot of damage there, but I mean, we do get some heals from Nagi, which is helpful. Okay, who is in closest range of this guy? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Fa and Lilina are both in the same distance, so they're both going to get hit by his flash. That is so annoying, by the way. Come on, man. Why does this guy have to do flash and assign decoy? Isn't it not enough that he does assign decoy? Okay, we're not really taking damage there. Nagi with the far save does come in handy a little bit there. Okay. All right, and then they're just, like, slowly inching their way forward, these two monstrosities. Okay, we could have Fa get rid of this cleric here. We would get hit by Lay Radar, but we also have Life Unending, so we should be fine. Alright, we can also get rid of this guy. We'll do it with Catria, because I have Gale Force on her. Okay, we didn't activate Gale Force, but I think we're still okay. Okay, we'll put Catria there, and Luna won't be able to do anything yet because of Needhogger saving everybody. Actually, I should have probably put Catria there, if I think about that a little harder. But we should be okay. I don't think Fa is going to die here. Okay, actually, I guess I stand corrected. Okay, we can go ahead and use our reset from the Fey Pass, too, because I have the Fey Pass from... I had to get it for the baby banner, because I had to spark for baby Camilla, unfortunately. Okay, so I guess what do we do now? Let's just... Alright, we can attack this guy with Catria. We don't want to bait, apparently, so we'll try not to do that. Or at least we don't want to bait him specifically, Lay Radar. We could probably bait these other guys. Yeah, let's just try like this for now. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Nagi comes in, but we don't really need her. And then I'm surprised that bat could do that much damage to Fa there. Because we are refined. We got a pretty sick build. Okay, so Catria, we could send her over there. She's not going to get the kill unless we do this first, which I think we'll actually do that. So now we can... Oh. Huh. It's because Lilina's over there, right? Yeah, why don't we put Lilina there? We'll get our Brave Attack with Catria. We'll get the Gale Force to activate. Alright, and then we can go ahead and get rid of the Green Thief. And then we can Kanto back over there. So the red guy is going to attack Catria, but we are protected by Nagi. We have Far Save there. Just as long as Lay Radar doesn't do his nonsense. And then what do we do about Fa now? Because Fa is kind of a sitting duck over here. I guess we have to just, like, pull her back. Like, that's really the only thing. Okay, hopefully things don't go too badly here. Alright, they're doing a lot of shenanigans, and then we just get one shot. Yeah, because they inflicted a sign decoy on Lilina there, so we weren't actually able to save with Nagi. Which is very annoying. Oh my god, dude. What are they trying to do with us with this map? Like, seriously? Alright, let's just kill... Let's try it this way. Let's kill this guy, the bat over there. I would really like to get rid of this Lance Fighter over there, but, like... How would we go ahead and do that? Let's have a bit of a think here. Or maybe just keep on sticking to the bottom, I guess. Well, now she can't... She can only get Kanto from Mastery if she enters combat, which really sucks. Yeah, then Lilina can't really kill anyone over there. Yeah, the red guy is just going to kill her again. We might as well restart. Oh my god, this... Yeah, I mean, the first time I beat this, it was pretty much the same as this. I had to pop the mulligan from the Fate Pass like 50 times. So, yeah, dude, this is just, like, asinine. What the hell they were thinking with this. Did they even playtest this map? I wonder. Okay, let's try this. This is a different idea. We can swap Nagi in over there. Nagi shouldn't be killed by those guys. As long as we get Catria away from that red guy, we should be okay. So let's put her... Huh. I think we're just going to go in here. We may not have the Brave Attack to kill him, but we can go ahead and do that. Just attack him twice with our Gale Force. And then we can repo with Lilina to get to safety there. Okay, goes for the heal. He has magic shield, so he'll heal more than once. Alright, then Lay Radar comes in, but we can survive. We've got Miracle. Alright, then Nagi gets the counter there. Gets rid of that guy. We'll get another counter. Okay, things are looking a lot better this time. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for the reinforcements now, so we just have to live at this point. It's just a matter of survival. I wonder if Lena would be able to kill Lay Radar on this turn. I have Harsh Command on Fa, which is pretty helpful. We can go ahead and check the damage there. Nope. Not a chance. Okay, maybe if we get the Brave attack, though. Let's see. Okay, no, that's not helping. Actually, no, we can't get the Brave attack this turn because only Lilina and Katria have triangle attack right now. So let's go ahead and whiff that one. Bro, this is so ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. It's also kind of dope, though, at the same time. I will admit, like, it has been a very long time since we've had PvE content that was, like, actually tough. So, I mean, we should enjoy it while it lasts, right? And then, like, back to just PvP content for the rest of all of our challenge. I think I just want to wait it out this turn. I don't really want anyone entering combat here. So, we'll go ahead and do this. Let's just keep everybody at a distance. Let him keep on slowly dragging his roots across the ground till he gets to us. And then we'll see if we can pick off some guys over here one by one. Okay, that's not happening. That's not happening. And then that's not happening. So maybe this is the time to pop Nagi's duo button, right? Because that'll give us a heal. It cleanses all penalties. So now maybe Katria can... Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, those penalty cleansing duo buttons coming in handy there. Oh, she could also warp up, too. We can get rid of the Sword Flyer, too. And then she's got Kanto, so she'd be able to get out of the way there safely. Alright, so that worked out on that side. And then we have to do something about Lay Radar now. Would be great if we could bait the Cleric somehow. Huh. Yeah, what do we do here? What's the move? I would love to just get Fa up there, but he keeps on inflicting flash, which is annoying. I think we're just going to do this. We're going to try to, like, hide as long as we can here. And if possible, if we can get the Cleric to, like, break formation, that would be good. Actually, we don't need that. We can just get rid of him. Okay, that's good. And then she got her Gale Force again, which is great. So now, at this point, it's just a matter of time until we can take these fools out. So, we got to be careful, though, because we don't want to get stuck. Like, Nagi only moves one space per turn here, so we don't want her to end up in any danger. We'll go ahead and get our free hit here. Just get Lina to get an attack off, and then we'll cancel her up. And then we'll get... We can leave Nagi here, or we can swap, actually. That probably helps a little bit more. And then we just... From this point on, we just take our time, chipping away slowly, little by little, with Lilina until we can kill one of these people. Alright, yeah, we'll have Lilina attack again. Actually, did we even do any damage that time? It didn't even look like we did anything. Alright, just slowly but surely inching our way forward to victory here. This is going to take a minute. Goodness gracious, man. How long... This is a 15-minute video already? Jesus. Alright, we're just going to keep on shrugging. Little by little. Alright, get our attack off there. We are doing damage, though. It's not like we're doing nothing here. Okay, so now we've got our triangle attack, which helps. Yeah, we want to make sure... we also have to worry about this guy with his barricade, which could be annoying. Alright, where do we do more damage from? Over here, so we'll just attack from over here. Okay. Let's Kanto her back, and then... we can go ahead and do that, and then go ahead and do all that. Oh my god, dude. Let me know in the comments what you guys were able to make of this map here. Like, are you having as much trouble as me? Just trying to get through this? All this for a couple of toilet papers, man. Is this worth it? Probably. Yeah, because the Divine Codes right now are actually, like, really dope. The Divine Code level 6s. Okay, we want to attack from... we want to attack Needhogger directly, so we'll go ahead and attack her from there. And then just keep on, little by little, warping our units about. Until eventually we can take one of these guys out. There, we'll go... actually, what if we go ahead and do that? We can, like, Harsh Command, we can get some stats back, and then... she still survives with 1 HP. At this point, I think if we pop the duo skill from Catria, we can get some extra damage. And okay, that's not enough to get the finish either, even if we go ahead and do that. So hold on, let's just... we'll restart that turn. Because I do remember, on the run that I won, Lilina could not kill Needhogger until I got her all by herself, and then I popped the harmonic button from Catria. So I don't want to, like, waste our chances here. Alright, we'll go for the Harsh Command there. We'll just attack from here, I guess. And then we'll go over there, and then... yeah, they're looking pretty low on health, so it shouldn't be much longer now. And they actually broke ranks, too, so that gives us a little bit of a chance here to do some extra damage. Okay, we'll get rid of Lay Radar first. And then we'll just save Needhogger for the end, and we should be okay here. Alright, so far, can't do anything. So much for her and her refine, right? Alright, we'll go ahead and do the Harsh Command there. And then we'll go ahead and pop the harmonic skill from Catria, and there you go. So, like 20 minutes to beat this godforsaken map, man. But we did end up doing it in the end. And look at that, 1 damage. That's how much... how perfect of a KO it had to be. 1 freaking damage. My god, dude. Really quick, I want to just quickly go to the subreddit, and we'll take a look at some of the clears that people have done, because I actually saw some pretty interesting clears. One guy did it in a single turn, but the problem with that was that he also had to use, like, plus 10 units, so I'm not sure how many people are going to be able to replicate that. Alright, hold on. I'm getting the subreddit pulled up here. Alright, we should probably take the overlay off also. Alright, so let's see here. Legendary Chicken Go Burr. This is a 1-minute run. Looks like this guy actually skipped ahead a bit, though. Yeah, because he didn't start this right away. Let's see here. Alright, he's got iGreen for the duo button. Legendary Lilina. We have Larum for dancing. Alright, he's just taking his time, looks like. Wow, that's not really a... my Fa that I have from the Form of Soul is actually a lot more built up than this one. So maybe I should have did something like this, right? Like run Legendary Lilina for Kanto, run iGreen for the Treachery, and so on and so forth. Alright, looks interesting. Let's just see how he gets rid of Needhogger, though. That's what I want to see. Because she is very much a problem. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, I guess all of that is probably from the reflect damage of Life Unending too, right? Because it does reflect a lot of damage you take there. Yeah, that... Okay, maybe I was making it out to be a lot harder than it actually is. Alright, this is the guy who I saw that did it in one turn, but his units were plus 10. Why don't we just watch this on YouTube? We'll give this guy a little bit of a shout out here. The literal one, so that's the guy. 6 views, that's criminal, man. Like, y'all saw how hard I just struggled to do it, and this guy does it in one turn. Please give this guy some more views than 6. Alright, so like I said, he does have a bunch of plus 10s here, but it is what it is. Okay, there's their banter. By the way, the cow and chicken music has probably been playing for like 20 minutes. It's been on loop for like 20 minutes already. If you guys haven't had your brains numbed to the same like 5-second audio loop playing over and over. Okay, so Legendary Lilina attacks the shield guy. Alright, then she's going to give everybody Kanto support. I also love that. I think this guy ran past Celica Ring on his Groom Roy. It's just, like, insulting that you have to do that. Because Lay Radar's got Barricade. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it is safe to say this is probably the hardest limited hero battle of all time. Alright, then growing... Wait, which growing does he have on Lilina here? Let me just double check that. Okay, Blazing Flame. I love that. You have to run Blazing Flame instead of Gifted Magic on a plus 10 Legendary Lilina. That's just wrong, man. That is not okay. Because when would you ever? Like, why would you ever give her Blazing Flame over Gifted Magic too? It just doesn't make any sense. So even with the plus 10 Lilina, you still have to do shenanigans. Goodness gracious. Alright, then Murdoch. I don't really think it matters if this guy is invested or not. He just needs to take care of the Blue Bat. But I guess if he doesn't win on the first turn, then reinforcements are going to come in. So you probably at least want Murdoch to get the kill there. And finally, this guy just gets wrecked by Lilina. So yeah. Once again, guys, let me know how you guys were able to fare in this legendary or limited hero battle. This one, certainly one of the more interesting ones in recent memory. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Hope this video wasn't too ridiculous. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.